Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Another Thursday night in the Riverbend, right here in Alton, Illinois, Hotel Stratford. Riverbend Talent brought to you by Halpin Music Company and by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, and of course, the Sea Shanty Sing-Along already underway down at Morrison's Irish Pub. Going to have an evening of jazz piano at the conservatory tonight from 7 to 9. Open mic later tonight around 9 o'clock, Raging Cajun in Alton. We got the Truckers from 6 to 10 at Fast Eddie's. We got Trent Thrun at Big Daddy's from 6 to 9 in Edwardsville. Rogers and Neenhouse, 6:30 to 9:30 at Acoustics in Veterans Park down at Pontoon Beach. Mr. Pat Liston doing it down at Pontoon Beach tonight as well at Deutz Village Inn from 7 to 10. Frankie and the House Shakers, 6 to 9 tonight at Patrick's in Granite City. Merge 5 with Uncle Joe, 6:30 to 9:30 at the Old Harold Brewery in Collinsville. Wes Olson out at the Prairie Inn in Dorsey, going until 8:30. They get the Speed Demons Car Cruise with Cricket and the Grilled Avocados from 6 to 9 at the New Sage House or Red's Tavern, whatever you want to call it, right there on the corner in Bunker Hill. And the Trophy Mules doing the Highland Town Square tonight, 7 o'clock. And of course, the festival continues down in Belleville. Experience Live Music Row, a festival every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night.
It's got to be over 2 years now they've been doing
several
that.
years.
It's been a couple of years, and I'm telling you, man,
Yep.
hats off to them, man. That's hard to keep something 5 days a week going.
Yep.
You know,
the whole community gets together there right by the Lincoln Theater, and they combine their efforts with a sponsor to get the word out, to invite people down to experience the entire street, not just one band.
And I like the way the venues kind of time it out where you can actually catch. It's not everybody starts at 9 or whatever. They try to bounce it around from venue to venue. All the venues that are having bands on that day. They don't time everything right off the bat. So you can go in and get some pizza at one place and watch a band. Go down the road after that, catch another band, have a beer.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Copper did
Copper Fire.
a band every hour starting at noon last Saturday.
Nice.
Really?
And
That's
going
tough.
till like 9 o'clock.
So
yeah.
To do a band every hour, especially if you've only got one stage, you're not working off of that, is a tough switch over. Hope they had one drum set they were sharing. So,
Hey, we got a drummer in the house.
Well,
Scoot up to the microphone,
we
Mr.
do.
Kenny McPeak.
What's going on, Kenny?
You know, same old, same old.
Same old way. It's the same old thing.
You got it
Yes, it
going when you talked about, switching out drum sets. Kenny McPeak back to putting on the open mic
Yeah.
out at Doc's in Cottage Hills,
Yeah,
right?
nice,
Every
yeah.
Sunday, and it's been rolling now for a couple months.
Yeah, it's going good, man.
Yeah.
I've got 8 bands that I rotate and trying to keep it going.
Yeah.
What time is that? On?
From 3 to 7 every Sunday.
3 to 7 every Sunday at Doc's.
Yep.
There you go, man.
Same time slot you had down in Wood River, right? now.
At Martin's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin's. I did it
At
at
Time
time
Out.
out for a little while.
Yeah.
That didn't really work out. It wasn't the right feel
Yeah.
to it, you know.
We've heard the Legend of Mac.
Yeah.
I was down there for the 80s mixer this weekend. It was out
So
of
was
control
Kenny.
down
Yeah,
there.
I was in the
Yeah.
first band.
Yeah.
I didn't quite make it down there early.
All
So
right.
I had to give my daughter a ride home from work. But
You
I
didn't
got,
miss a whole lot.
you know what? It was a bunch of bumping into people and going
Oh, yeah.
every 2 steps. You're like, hey.
Right. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah, Climate Band kicked that off last week, and we were talking before the show. Unfortunately, for the Climate Band, they got to be the sound check band, as
Right.
you've done many times.
Yeah.
Right.
Often the sound check band.
It's tough, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrote a sound check song. It just goes like the sound check, doing a sound check.
Right. Yeah. Had no monitor back there. I couldn't hear anything, man. It was tough.
Really? So, because they had monitors back there later in the night.
Well,
like
they did. After I got off of there, then they realized, oh, that drummer couldn't hear nothing.
I
Sound
don't.
check band.
I don't know who provided the sound. When I was down there in the evening, it sounded. It was a little loud if you were close. They were pushing some air with those speakers.
They really were.
They were pushing some air. And look, it's rock and roll. We want it loud, but You know, but the sound was prime. It
did sound good.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
So I don't know who did it, but my hats off to them. They did a fine job. And
I totally agree. They did a fine.
Other than not having a monitor for the first drummer, I heard about that.
Also joining us tonight, a very, very special guest.
About time, man. Man.
I've been over here rubbing your leg under the table the whole time. Don't act like you're enjoying it.
Quit fantasizing.
It's Special Ed. He's back. Backyard blues band.
That's me.
You keep saying backwoods.
Backwoods. It does.
Right.
Most of us belong in the backwoods.
Get it right
Crawled
this
out of the
week.
woods numerous times. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't look quite as outdoorsy as I did. But
I'm not outdoorsy at all, man. I camped enough in the Marine Corps. I don't want no more of that.
Right. Had your fill of that.
Had my fill, baby.
Yeah.
Had my fill.
All right. So trivia question: what do Kenny McPeak and Special Ed have in common?
Ooh! I know. They both got man parts.
Yep. You got it. Nailed it.
4 R's.
The 4 R's.
4 R's.
Rock and Roll Railroad Crossing. No. This is the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion.
That's it.
How many years has this been going on?
It's
32.
No way.
It's
It
spectacular.
hasn't really been going on
Yeah.
32 years.
32 years. It's a spectacular, colossal.
I probably
rock and
missed
roll
maybe 3
attraction.
years in there, but 32 years.
And so the reason it's called the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion is that all of the bands that are going to play there today have somebody in that band who graduated from Roxana High School, if not every member of the band.
Right.
No, there's only one band that every member of the band.
Lean in a little more, we can hear.
There's only one band that every member of the band's from the high school.
Ooh, I know. It's the Backyard Tire Fire. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it should be a tire fire. People will be glad to go to a tire fire after they hear us play.
It's the Backyard Blues Band. Hey, real quick. This is the first time I've seen you since you did your Roundhouse show.
Oh, that was great.
How did I go?
Yeah, it went fine. It went really well. We had about, 60 or 70 people showed up, so it was a lot of fun, man.
Back on the
Nice.
It was a lot of
6th of July.
Yeah, it
That
was
was on
the
the 6th.
4th of July weekend,
Yeah,
and you...
we should have waited, though. We did it maybe another time and didn't realize that it was going to rain, and then all the fireworks got rained out, and everybody did it on Saturday instead.
No, man. That's
Yeah,
a bad
that
thing.
happens. It's okay. We still had a good time. We still got some gigs out of it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
And it would just to fill everybody in. It was 4th of July weekend. There is a place right next to. It used to be the Wood River Pool. It's not anymore.
Next to the Roundhouse.
And so it's the Roundhouse, and there's a stage out back. You rented the stage, and
Yeah,
you put on a free show for
was
the
fun,
community.
man. It was fun.
I think that's beautiful that you
Well,
did
thanks,
that,
man.
man. That is awesome.
We had a lot of fun doing it too.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. A lot of our family and friends came out, and people we know, and
Yeah.
got a couple of gigs out of it. So yeah,
Nice.
everything worked out well.
Sometimes when I throw festivals and parties, my wife can't understand why I put so much work and money into it, and it's
Because
like,
it's fun.
and people need it, man.
Yeah, they
people
do,
need
man.
live.
That's why I've been doing it, man.
Yeah, they need to hear live music. There's certain people that this is their thing, man. You know, and the vibration of live music is healing.
Right.
So
And a lot of people
Therapeutic.
don't go to bars anymore.
Yeah.
You know? So you throw these festivals, they can sit around in the park and listen to good music.
yeah,
You know?
and you
While
know,
they're fishing. If they're at BELK Park for the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion, right? Yeah. It says right here, bring your fishing pole.
Yeah.
September the 26th.
that's not for
in-
fishing. That's something
28.
else.
September the 26th in Wood
Oh.
River, they're having the food festival. My band's
That's
playing
right.
there.
Where's that at? Which
You
one?
are
It's
correct.
on Ferguson Avenue.
On Ferguson, so
Yeah.
you shut the street down.
Yeah, they're shutting the street down. They're having a food festival there. My band's
The
playing.
controversial
Yeah.
food truck
I
festival.
don't know if it's controversial.
It was a few years ago.
Oh, I don't know if it is
Those
now.
people are gone.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, not completely.
yeah.
They're about out of
There
there.
was a couple of places nearby that didn't want food trucks down there because it was competing with their restaurants.
There's two businesses, same owner.
Yeah.
There's nothing down there now.
So yeah, and everybody got up in the air about it and got a lot of publicity for the food truck festival.
No kidding.
What's the bar down at the so it used to be Yates Steakhouse and like Night Train, yeah.
John's Corner, right?
Yeah. Donzo's, yeah. Oh man, there used to there's some happening places.
501 Club.
501 Club, and then there was a Circus Lounge.
Yeah, man.
Rainbow Inn.
There was Rainbow Inn. There's a lot of bars
Yeah.
down there. Now there's just the Burger Bar, and then I think John's Corner is still there.
Lean in a little
Night
more
Train.
so we can hear you.
John's Corner and then Night Train's still there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I know Night Train's still there. Like growing up, I was a kid, but you get in there, and I thought
Donzo's.
I didn't even realize Yates Steakhouse and Night Train was a separate place because they had that door where you could.
Well, it used to be one bar called Tijuana Lounge.
Yep.
Yeah.
At one time,
that's going
that
back.
was
I was a
long.
little kid sneaking in there and finding out what real life was about, man.
Yeah, that was way back in the day.
Yeah.
That's when the Matador was still around.
Oh,
Cottage Hill.
Yeah.
The legendary, the infamous man.
Yeah.
Remember
way
Two
back.
Brothers Motel and Liquor Store right there, man? Right across the street was the New Moon.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I got liquored up in there more times than I needed to when I was a young man, let me tell you.
Which is
Holidays.
yeah,
That's
right
Doc
now,
Holliday,
that's where he does
yeah.
the Sunday Jam at right
Go
there.
in there and drink, though, man. I got to go in there and play music with Kenny. Can't be getting all wasted and playing music.
Well, you can, but then
It
you sound
ends
like
early.
me. I mean, it's not. Is that guy out of tune? No, he just don't know what he's doing. It's probably both. Probably both.
The Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion is going to be a great
What's
time.
the date on that?
28th of September.
28th of September at BELK Park. 32nd annual. I knew it would have been going on
It's
a long
been
time.
forever.
Man.
I did not realize it was quite that long.
Yep.
So there you go. I did play in a band with a guy from Roxana for a while.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Rach.
Oh, Mike
Rach, yeah.
That's my neighbor.
Is it Mike Rach? Yeah.
Well, actually, he's in Cabin Fever.
Is he?
Yep.
Nice.
With my
nice.
son.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mike Rach in years, but I jammed with that guy. I don't know if we were called
Is
the
it Mike's
Sleaze
son in the
Dogs.
band, too?
Yeah, and Mike's son's in the band.
Mike's son's in the band, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're really good. You ought to
Chase
check
played
them out.
drum. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, I'll have to check him out, man. That's
Good sound.
Yeah.
Well, you can check them out at the Roxana Rock and
Guys
Roll
got-
Reunion.
Their singer's got a great voice, man.
They got the
Really.
5 to 6 slot.
Oh,
Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever.
There you go.
Yeah, since we're going over the lineup,
Let's do it.
BC Homegrown, I'm going to kick it off.
Oh, nice.
Noon to 1.
Nice. I like those guys.
Then Squeezebox, 1:15 to 2:15.
Not sure
Downpour, 2:30 to 3:30. The Climate Band, they're going to be way past the sound check by now. 3:45 to 4:45.
I bet there's a monitor on the drums by this point.
Right.
And as I mentioned, Cabin Fever, 5 to 6, and the headliner, Special Ed's Backyard Blues Band.
That's not because we're the best band there. That's so we can get our equipment out of there.
You're providing the equipment.
Yeah, we're putting the sound out for it.
Nice.
We got the sound equipment.
Excellent.
So
all part of the-
Barnes
all part of the
Bistro, serving food.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's some good stuff there. Now.
That
a
is
good
the
job.
stuff.
He does. He throws down.
Yep, he does a
He
good
threw
job.
down for the Jama Jam big time, and I mean,
yeah.
oh man, it got threw down. It
I
threw
think he
down
ran
some
out of
food.
food
He
3
did.
times.
I was going to
3 or
say
4
that
times.
place.
He did.
You had to run to the
Seriously.
grocery
You had to
store.
go to the grocery store. And we started out, when we started out on that thing, I had all the food donated that he wanted to start.
Yeah.
And he went and got more. And
Yeah.
then had to go get more.
And that place was
more.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
that
it
is
was.
a
It
good
was.
thing.
all day
Really
long
think,
packed.
Yeah.
Some people didn't even get
Yeah.
in. They just hung out outside.
Yeah, that was a.
Cars parked all the way down to Walmart.
Yep, fire.
You know,
fire
at the
going
Moose.
outside and everything.
Yeah.
It was just amazing.
It
It's just,
was, man.
I've been to benefits, man, but I've never been to one. I just did one here recently, and it was nothing like the Jama Jam.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, that was overwhelming, man.
Nothing like that.
A lot of
It-
good friends.
That's what happens
know
at
what, though?
Roxana
The-
High
the-
School, Roxana people, man.
Well, and here's the thing too. Jama is Kenny's wife that we're
Right.
talking about. For those of you out there who might not know what we're talking about, and we've talked about it for the past 8 years, however long we've been doing this. Anytime there's a benefit, anytime there's somebody gets sick, musicians are the first ones to step up and say, "Hey, we'll do a benefit. We're going to help out." And it's nice to see a musician get some of that love coming back to them. You know, because how many benefits have you played in the past 30 years, 40 years? You know what I mean? Yeah. Right. You can't even count them or keep track of them. Right. And so I'm it's awesome to see such a great turnout for your benefit and to see a musician get some of that love back.
This man right here is the one who did it too.
That's all he does. Well, it's not all he does.
I had a lot of help. A lot of help from a lot of good people.
Yeah. Well, and it's good because and you're one of those guys who steps up that, like we're talking about. As soon as there's someone that needs it, you're stepping up. You're putting it together, and that's why you've been on over the past few years for 3 or 4. Because every time you know someone who needs help, you're and that's
all they got to do is ask.
Oh, yep, and that's most musicians.
We'll try to help.
You know,
and we love it. We love having the bands on that are donating their time for a great cause. I mean, because we talk about it all the time on here. That's why music is important in your community, because these guys will step up. And it also draws people into your community to spend a little extra money. So, that's why it's good to have a music scene, because, then every weekend folks are coming to town. We got a great music scene in our area. I mean, there's all kinds of places to play. And we've talked to people from out of town, Pigpen, and they're like, man, I wish we had this in Alabama. You know what I mean? All we can do is put out a jar and hope,
Well, I'm able to throw together 8 different bands to rotate and do this open jam.
I know.
And it's with all these other band members, that's in different bands that never get a chance to play with each other.
Yeah. Right.
How many bands have formed out of your open jam in Martin's? There was like 2 or 3 bands.
BC Homegrown.
Right.
They met at my open jam.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky. We got a guy from Soulard coming over playing blues, and everybody loves him.
Yeah.
He walks in.
Spanky and the gang.
Yeah. He's a good player.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And, the other thing it does is it gives an opportunity for somebody to get up for the first time and do their thing and be surrounded by guys who understand it's your first time. We get it. Yeah. We're here to support this and cheer them on.
Sometimes it turns out really good.
Yeah.
They surprise you, I had this old guy come in, 3 weeks ago, I guess. And he was an older guy. He's probably, pushing 70. And he's in there with this pretty good looking gal, probably 30 years old, and a little bitty girl.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was his daughter and granddaughter.
Right.
Well, he got up there and he was jamming, and I went up to him, telling him how good he did, and I looked at the little girl. I said, "What do you think of your grandpa playing those drums?" And he looked at me and goes, "That's my daughter." Oh, my God, man. Good job.
Good for you. Yeah. Good for you.
You brought up old men. You guys are old men.
Yeah.
So we also brought up first gig. Can you remember your first gig, Kenny?
Yeah. Played with Gene Maynard at the Woodriver Moose, 13 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Drumming? Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd that all come about?
Well, my dad worked with Gene. And my dad hired him to play at I got twin sisters, and they both got married like 4 months apart. So my dad hired his band to play at their wedding reception. Well, he had me go up there and play a couple songs because I was a little kid playing music, Well, then maybe 6 months later, his drummer died in a car wreck.
Oh.
And he asked my dad, "Hey, do you think your son would be interested in playing in my band for a while until I find a drummer?" "I'm sure he will." So
how long
loaded my drums up and back my mom and dad's station wagon. Off to the Moose we went.
How long had you been playing when you sat in with him the first time?
I've been playing since I was 5.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Man.
Old Larry Vanderveer.
Right.
He taught me.
Right. Your parents play music?
No.
No?
No, I'm the only musician in my family.
So what's it like convincing your parents to get a drum set?
I was shocked,
Yeah.
And I woke up Christmas morning, 5 years old, and I had a drum set.
Check that out.
And I thought it was a shitty drum set. I'm over there, I'm playing them, and they sound like crap. And then Larry Vanderveer is my brother's best friend, and here he comes walking down the stairs. "Oh, you got your drum set." He got behind him and actually made him sound like something. I was thinking, oh, I got a lot of work to do. You know?
It's not the drum. It's not the drums.
It was a drummer.
Right on, right on. How about you, Special Ed? You remember your first gig?
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, as a matter of fact.
A week ago Thursday.
I'm relatively new to this scene, so.
I've been on him for years to get him to.
Yeah, I guess it was down at Martin's when me and Peanut went down there, jammed down there.
For an open mic?
Yeah, for open mic. Yeah, I've been playing the harmonica since I was 12. My mom gave me one for Christmas one year and said, "Here, shut up."
That's not going to shut you up.
No, then it was, "Take that thing outside." I'm still learning every day, man.
Everybody, you still learn.
Still learning. Every day. Play that thing every day.
It's got to be the wrong key. It's the same E, man.
I thought playing, I thought I could get all the same sounds out of this one key.
Right,
Oh,
no. Right.
Why can't I play that song? I know I got the right rhythm, it just don't sound right.
My first harmonica.
There's 12 of them.
Right, my first harmonica, I didn't quite understand that either. I just picked one up because I wanted to, play.
It was probably C, wasn't it?
It was a C.
That's the most
and
common
and
one
somehow
beginners
I've still
start
got
with.
like 3 or 4 of them that are all in C.
All C.
I don't know where they all came
I
from.
started I didn't even realize that, there's more than one.
Yeah.
There's 12
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. And if you have the right one for the right key song that you're playing,
Yeah.
it sure does make it easy compared to when you're trying to play everything in C.
I play a 3-step drop.
Yeah.
So.
Well, again, that's why, what was the guy? John Popper had that belt full of harmonicas, so he could just whip them out,
I got one that goes like this.
Oh, Marine style.
7 of them, yeah.
Marine style, right?
Do you remember last year the explosion at Olin? Dude got killed in the truck and everything. That's the guy that made my bandolier. His name was Zeke. He was a cowboy and a teamster from Bunker Hill, man, and he used to travel the rodeo circuit around selling chaps and wallets and stuff like that. Well, I asked him, "Hey, man, I hate having to dig and look for my harmonicas." I said, "Could you make me like a bandolier, like wear across my?" He goes, "Yeah, just give me a harmonica." And I gave him one, and then about 3 weeks later, he called me up and said, "Hey, I got that ready for you." It turned out it's beautiful, man. It was really cool when he set me up, and then he passed, so it's kind of a sentimental thing.
Sure. Well, now it's a memory, man.
Yeah, it is. It's a huge memory. It's got his name. He put his name on the inside of it and stuff. So yeah, really nice guy. Really unique man. Real cowboy.
Awesome, man.
Cool
awesome.
Guy. Cool guy.
Talking about the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion with Special Ed there from Backyard Blues Band. Kenny McPeak here as well from the Climate Band and Whiskey River. And what am I forgetting? I know there's a couple more.
No, that's it for right now.
The Open Jam. The Open
Well, that's all of them.
Yeah. The Open
Got
Jam
the
at
Randy Band, Spanky Band,
Spanky and our gang. Randy
Jimmy
Band,
Strickland.
right.
Jimmy Strickland, the man.
Who else?
These are the bands that play at Doc Holiday's on Sundays for the Open Jam, and you could be part of that. All you got to do is show up.
Exactly.
Right.
If you can play that thing,
Yep.
bring that thing
I
down
supply
and play.
the PA and drums.
Yeah.
Bring
And
your
they're
instrument.
doing a ton of work to that place,
Yeah,
too,
they
it
are.
looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess right now,
Yeah.
I
but,
think he's only got it open on Saturdays and Sundays.
yeah.
Yeah.
He opens it up for me, then after we get done, everybody leaves and they close it up.
It's
cool
just
to
to
see
work
some-
on it some more.
Yeah,
That's what.
Yeah, it's cool to see some love going into that place because it's been there forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Right.
From what I understand, he's making the restaurant side a liquor store.
Oh, okay.
And then the beer garden's going to be the bar. Then he's setting up like a small kitchen back there. And
They got a great
I think it's going to be like a Fast Eddie's type of thing. You go up there and order
Okay.
and wait for him to call your number and go get it.
They got a great steak sandwich, man.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
some
once
good
they get it all
wings,
going,
too.
man, I think it'll
And
be really
good
nice.
wings
Yeah.
too, man. They got some good food. They always had good food though.
Is it a guy that knows about local music, or is he learning about it from you guys?
He's learning.
Okay. Okay.
Teach him well.
It was,
Yeah, I'm
there's,
trying.
there's been a good crowd in there every Sunday since Kenny started this.
That's a good way for him to learn.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think he's making his money back anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He should be.
I'm drawing people in for him.
I guarantee he's getting the word out at work down there,
Yep.
in Wood River, and you did that at Chico's probably too down there, huh?
Yeah. I did it with every owner down there.
That's what I was going to say.
I think that every owner down there I've played for except for Chico and the owners that own it now. Every owner that's owned it before that.
Between the original and the current.
Yeah.
Pretty close to home, though. That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
being right
that
there.
was only 3 blocks away from me. That was pretty nice.
You never played for Chico?
Never did.
McClellan's never had you in there?
They never had bands.
Wow, I thought they did.
Nope, never had bands there.
Not Chico or the man.
Fancy.
Yeah, not Chico or the band.
We played down there when it was Chico's, but I don't know if that was him.
That was Chris Stanley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bought it off of Colleen. And I think he ran it for maybe 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Sold it.
See, I was always next door getting some root beer.
Yeah.
Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the one place I knew I could stop my car and a cute girl would come up and talk to me.
Yeah.
Now, all they want is my order. But still, sometimes if that's as good as it gets.
But the food hasn't changed one bit.
Oh, man.
September 28th, BELK Park. Roxana
Yeah.
Rock and Roll Reunion, and you got Special Tees doing up some T-shirts. You got Dream Home Charities again.
Yeah. Bring a new toy for the unfortunate kids that can't get a good Christmas.
Right.
This really helps Sheila, or not Sheila.
That's close.
Sherry Gillum. She owns Dream Home Charities.
Right. And then you got Foster Light in the Dark Tent for suicide awareness.
Yeah, she's a recovering drug addict that is reaching out, trying to help other drug addicts get clean like she is, and
She does amazing
she
things.
really does. She's had 3 brothers commit suicide,
Mm.
and so she's
That in itself, surviving that in itself's a miracle.
trying to do mental, drug awareness, mental awareness.
Unfortunately,
What was her name again?
Chris Foster,
And what was the
Light and Foster's Light in the Dark.
wow, okay. I had not heard of this, but just hearing the 3 brothers and to come out of the other side of that helping people and not just in a ball crying.
Yeah, she was in
It's
she
just
was in a
amazing.
bad place, living
Well,
on
yeah,
the
I know.
streets for a while. She's had a rough life, and she's cleaned her act up almost 3 years now.
And now she's helping people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for her, man.
Yeah.
That's her new
And that's why I
addiction.
wanted to give
Yeah.
her name out and give it another
That's
shout
awesome.
out, because it sounds like she's
Yeah,
doing something pretty impressive.
Yeah, she's actually going to build a park for people to just go and sit there and think about people and think about their life or whatever,
Right. A quiet place to
Right.
just
Get away and
get
think.
away from all, because that's the thing is, I mean, the stress is the scourge of our society. Everybody's got so much stress on them.
You
If
ain't
we would
kidding.
all just stop,
Yeah.
stop, and just sit down and in the quiet for a little while, and
Right.
then you start realizing a lot of that stuff is just stuff.
And nobody wants to help the mentally ill.
You know,
Nobody.
so
They want to give them meds and they want to push them off to the side. And,
If they do that, because I'm telling you what, my wife, this is a big conversation at our house, that a huge part of our problem with criminals is really a mental health issue.
is.
They arrest, I mean, and I'm not blaming the police because they're doing their job. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But even once it does get to the DA and all this, look, we need to find another way other than throwing mentally.
Right,
You know,
throw them back out on the streets. And
Yeah,
let 'em do
or
the same
they
thing.
put them in, if they do send them out to the mental health center, the goal there is to get them out of that bed as quick as they can.
Right.
It's not to help. It's not necessarily to keep them. It's just, hey, let's take them in, get them medicated enough that they can pass this one test that says we can throw them back out.
Right.
Is what I mean. That seems to be the name of the game.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't. I agree.
It's insane, and it is a huge problem.
It is. Right now it is.
It's a shame to see we have this huge facility out there on 140 that really is just rotting
Falling
away
apart.
and being, and it it could help so many people. We have the money. It's not like we don't have the money.
Right.
You know, next time they're wanting to vote in a new prison, let's vote in a mental health center, and we won't need the prison.
Right.
Because all the people that be going to that prison would go to this mental health center and hopefully get some help if there was some money put into it. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Sorry.
I agree with you.
You guys kind of hit a hot button there. Like, man, it's true though. And I see a lot of people that suffer
very
from this
true.
sort of thing.
I want to touch on the word awareness, because all of us know somebody that probably did this, especially musicians, and it's hard to recognize that they're even going through that sometimes. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to open up about those kind of things. And, awareness means, bringing awareness to us, tell us what we're looking for,
Right.
what when we hear certain things, should we be alarmed? It might not be what you think it is.
Right.
Our buddy Gabby.
Right. Right. I was going to bring that up. And,
There were signs.
I think we've
he
done.
gave us signs, and we didn't take it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. There were signs. I didn't see them either, and I was pretty close.
I see
to
the
them.
signs after it was already done.
Yeah, after it was done, and I was
Right.
like, "Wow, that's why he did that. Wow, that's
Hindsight's
why he
2020,
did stuff
right?
that he never did before." And it just
Yeah.
pay attention. Just pay attention to the people you love.
Pay attention.
We've been doing this show going on our 9th season now. Every couple of years, it seems like we're doing a suicide show about a friend that, has either been on the show or friends that we know, somebody, Gus Codros, one of them, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely. Go way back with that dude.
Yeah.
The band Palace.
The Palace.
In the
Hamburg.
80s, the band Gus was in a band called Palace with Tony Morales and Lance Klein. It was just a band in the 80s, a high school band.
okay.
But the guy he's discussing, that was the first time I met him, was I think working with that band. So
Gotcha.
just a memories.
I thought you were talking about the Palace in Hamburg.
How about the Palace in Meadowbrook?
Been there, done that.
It's a lot more crazier.
Well, the thing about the Palace in Meadowbrook is every time I drive by it, I'm like, hey, call it the Shack, bro. Just look at it.
Actually, it was the Cow Palace.
The Cow Palace. I forgot about that.
They just dropped the cow.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, that's taking it back a bit.
Yeah, that was when her dad owned the place.
Yeah, there you go. But that's I've been in that place and
Park
been
my
sauced
Harley
up in the
front of
Palace
place
many
and do-
times.
Oh yeah, me too. Back in the day.
If you're
Falling
just tuning
down.
in, we're talking about the Roxana Rock and Roll reunion on September 28th out at BELK Park. It's underway about noon, goes into the evening, and the Backyard Blues Band gonna wrap things up. They'll play the last set, and they're also playing that Friday night, right?
We're playing
Or-
the 22nd.
22nd.
September 22nd.
Okay,
At the Food Festival on Ferguson and Wood River.
right, yeah. I thought you said 26th or
22nd. No, sir.
22nd,
Week
right.
before, sir.
Okay, cool. We got it right now.
2-2.
Double dose.
So,
Man, you know what's happening tomorrow, though?
yeah, I was going to say, we got some stuff going on this
Oh,
weekend.
I know what's happening tomorrow. Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
Wow, that's right.
And what better to have on Friday the 13th than the Bedlam Brothers, right? Down at Flock,
Perfect.
right? 6 to 9. I wonder if that was worked out.
And where's that with the Flock Food Truck?
Yeah.
There you go.
There won't be too many more shows down there for
I-
too chilly.
I was gonna say it's gonna be getting a little chilly soon.
Too chilly for chilly.
Yeah.
What else we got going on Friday?
Well, we got the Lone Lester playing.
Lone Lester. I'm assuming that is
Lazy Lester.
Mr. Lance Griggs.
That's right.
Yeah, Lazy
Going
Lester.
solo. And he's doing the Clifton Terrace Inn in Copper. We haven't seen anything out there in a while.
I just ate breakfast there Sunday, and man, I will
They
say,
have breakfast there, huh?
yeah. I ate,
What was that like?
You know, me and my wife were getting ready to go hiking for the day, so I tried to go easy. It was just eggs, potatoes, and some pancakes. That's going easy. It was absolutely delicious, man.
And you're talking about the Clifton Terrace bar? Or the
no.
restaurant on top of the hill?
the
You're
restaurant
talking-
on top
I
of
was
the
gonna
hill.
say.
That's what the inn is, right? The Clifton Terrace Inn is the one at the top of the hill there.
Yeah, is that where they're having the music at?
That's where they're having the music.
See, I thought it was at that little bar
figured
right
it
there,
would be the
Clifton
bar.
Terrace, when I parked my
halfway
Harley, go
down.
in there and get
Yeah,
wasted.
that I don't think that's called Clifton Terrace. That's,
Smallest bathroom on the River Road. Clifton Terrace.
I've stopped in there a few
That's a
times
little
where
bathroom, man.
you're out running the river road late at night, just kind of jacking around. You're like, oh man, we're all out of drinks.
Yeah, they totally redid that bar.
Yeah.
They're redoing Yates's now. They're adding on to Yates or Night Train. Did you see that?
Well, that's going to be that chicken place,
The hot chicken?
Heaters.
Yeah.
Heaters, okay.
Heaters? Really? That's good chicken.
Yeah. They're
That's
putting out
good
where
chicken.
Yates used to be.
Well, I think that's going to be their office.
Oh,
okay.
And they're going to have a restaurant down there, and I think it's probably going to be where that pizza place is at right now, because that's one of the owners that was
Oh,
complaining.
the pizza place go out of
leaving.
business?
Yeah, well, they're moving to Edwardsville.
Oh. That was really expensive pizza.
They should have been more friendly, I guess.
I guess
More
they should have
people
been.
would've showed
They
up.
should have been more like Roma's.
Maybe have a band play.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Name
That was
yourself,
great.
Music always brings a crowd.
name yourself Friendly's Pizza.
Friendly's Pizza.
What have we seen? The Skylark Brothers played Peel Wood Fire Pizza.
Yeah.
Right? Pavilla's down in Granite City. They do.
What's the one up at Holiday Shores? There's a Hookers.
Yeah, hookers, yeah.
Hookers.
Which
You-
is
used to be-
now
Used to be
which
Hookers.
is now Wigglers.
Yeah, it used to be Hookers. Now it's Wigglers. But
He
you know,
just wants to say hookers. over
and
over.
Wigglers back to back.
Yeah, they wouldn't let her have the name Hookers.
He's into headers. That's why he brings up hookers. So Kemosabe's playing the Clifton Terrace. When you call him the Lone Lester, is that Kemosabe?
We could call him that Kimosabe. I was just chatting with him yesterday. He's
I'm Native American. I find that offensive.
dude. You can't tell me. I am that, man. I can even say Native American with a hard R. I don't know if there's one in there or not. Yeah, look at me, bro. What do you think I come from a people of the sun, man.
Aztec, huh? Aztec.
All that.
I'm Neanderthal. I go way back.
Like car seats, man. So what else we got other than Lone
We got a
Lester?
benefit going on for the Alton Youth and Symphony Orchestra
Nice.
out at Hathaway Hall with Taylor Made, tribute to Taylor Swift.
Nice. Excellent.
Sometimes tributes are too early for me. I don't know.
Yeah. How can you have a tribute to somebody that's still
Right.
No.
But it's for a good cause,
it's
so
for a good
She's
cause.
old
I'm
enough
going
to
to blow
rent.
it off.
Hold on, she's old enough to rent a car.
I'm so sick
Taylor
of that.
Swift's got to be 28 by now.
I'm so sick of that woman being thrown in my face, man.
Gordo's in
Dude,
town.
I want her thrown in my face.
I don't want her thrown
I
in
haven't
my
seen her
face.
recently, but I've seen pictures of her.
I don't want her thrown in my face.
I want Gordo thrown
I
in
don't
my
want her
face.
thrown in my face. man.
Is Gordo in town?
Gordo's in town.
Is it?
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
because Earth Tones is coming up.
I'm not paying attention.
You're not paying attention. Your buddy Gordo's in
I'm-
town. You married him. You became a preacher for him and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he did. True story.
You're a preacher?
a prophet and a poet too.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think they call him a preacher though. What
They
it
call me-
ordained?
They called me the parson that night. I was called a lot of things.
I can imagine. You've been called a lot of things, haven't you?
I actually have a certificate at home that says I'm a great mother.
Yeah, but you've never been called special.
Well,
Gordo,
Have
the
you?
one-man band's up at Sonny's
Yeah.
in Brighton. I wanted to get that in there, 8 o'clock.
excellent, man.
If you've never seen Gordo, you must go see him.
Yeah, man, that dude is talented.
If just to watch him go through how he builds a song is
know,
worth the
it's
trip
so cool.
down there. I mean, the guy's he's an amazing person, amazing player. So there you go. And
Wrestling.
hopefully happily married because I don't do divorces yet. No, I don't know.
I think he's a
Just kidding,
wrestler
man.
too.
He's a
Apparently, yeah.
okay.
Speaking of wrestling, it's a wrestling weekend, man. We got
All right.
the Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance.
Nice.
They're going to be in Glen Carbon this
Okay.
Friday and Saturday night at the Sports Academy. A new place for them.
Yeah, and that sports academy is a huge building, man. I think there's like 2 soccer fields inside there.
I haven't been in there, but
What else we got going on?
Billy Nelson's down at the Old Harold Brewery
Nice. Good for them.
in Collinsville. That's
Excellent.
a nice venue down there.
Billy Nelson with new guitarist Jared Humphrey.
There you go.
There you go. New member to the band.
And there's other stuff going on Friday. You can check it out at cottonmouth.org. I do want to talk about Saturday, another benefit.
Okay.
Food Stop
Oh, yeah.
happening out at Cottage Hills, VFW. With the ones that fell, Late for Work, Kay Yates, Triple S.
Sarah Schumacher.
That's Sarah Schumacher. Darian Poe, DJ Carrie Lynn. That's from 1 to 7. The VFW in Cottage Hills.
That's Jim Rass.
And
Is it?
Who is
what
it?
was that?
Tell us all. Late for Work.
I got a new guitar player. His name's Jim Rasp. He was in Late for Work.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Late
a Roxana
for-
High School graduate.
Oh, there you
also.
go. Gotcha. And
Is
they're-
that
they're-
like you have to be one to get in your band?
Not really. We
Okay.
just tried to keep it that way. Because I'll tell you, there's a lot of good musicians that went to Roxana High School.
Well,
Even guys that went to Woodrow would come to Roxana. And ask Larry Vanderveer.
I was about to say when.
He went to Woodrow, but he hung around with Roxana guys because they played rock and roll.
Well, that's not why we went down to Roxana from CM though.
Well, probably
For the
'cause our-
Roxana girls.
I was going to say, our girls had to be better looking.
That's what the Roxana guys did. Go
Exactly. Exactly.
Look, it's not about better looking. It's different.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a little more mysterious, you know. You don't see them all day in school. You don't know things about them that people have been
Yeah.
talking about, and you know. So.
And see, for us, it was South Roxana just because they were cheaper dates. No, I'm just kidding. sorry, South Roxana girls. I'm just kidding. Wah, wah. My buddy from South Roxana right now, Mike's just going, oh, wait till I see you, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So what else we got going on other than food stock, which that's a good
Man.
thing. They've been doing that for several years now out of the
Yeah. Matt Van Voorhis, he's got a buddy
Phil
in the
Waits.
Stubblefield band.
Yeah. Matt Tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a buddy,
Phil Waits.
Phil Waits.
Son of Tom Waits.
Right.
No, I don't know if that's true.
They're doing the Brown Bag Bistro. You talk about food.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got good
4 to 7 right here in Alton
Nice.
on Saturday. So
Nice. And then there's one of your relatives. it
could
looks
be.
like. Yeah. Tyler Laird at the conservatory.
I do not know him personally, or my father used
Might
to
be
say,
a her, like,
well,
like Tyler Swift. Oh, that was
my
Tyler
father,
Swift.
you know, when he would be asked the question, are you related to this Laird?
Yeah.
He would say, we're all 8 whole cousins. Now, I don't know what that really means, but I'm going to tell you a
You're
story.
not supposed to say it on the radio. I can tell you that much, dude.
I'm going to tell you a story about the name Laird.
Okay.
So it means landowner,
All right.
right? Or lord,
Right.
right? So my theory
Yes,
is
my Laird.
folks were coming over from Scotland. You know how they messed all the names up?
Oh, yeah.
People were saying they wanted land, so they just named him Laird,
Ah. Could be.
right?
Or they were smart enough to go, hey, we don't want them to think we're homeless. Let's tell them we're landowners. Yeah, the name's Laird.
Prestige. Yeah, Tyler Laird playing the front stage at the conservatory. They're changing it all up down there.
Yeah.
They got jazz
So-
piano
so-
on Friday.
And they used to have the little front stage
Right.
up there, sort of in the window, where the back of the band's in the window front there.
Not doing the open mic anymore because they're not going to be open on Wednesdays.
Really?
They're
Okay.
just pushing everything to the weekend.
What about trivia? Still doing trivia?
You know, I don't know.
Don't know,
I think
huh?
they're doing karaoke. Another benefit, though, going on Saturday. And I happen to know this young lady. I don't know how to say her name, though.
I know her, but I do not.
I know her mother,
Okay.
Natalie Jones, right?
Okay.
Works at the VFW.
Elena Jones.
Elena, that's what I'm going to say, too. But, yeah, she's...
Alania. Could be Alania. I don't know. That's a
having a
lot of
benefit
vowels.
for her. It's dealing with an odd pregnancy issue of some sort, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, they need a little fundage, and they're going to have Mark and the Angry Heat,
Okay.
Psychedelic Symphony,
Nice.
and Last Stand.
Excellent.
VFW. Music starts at 2 o'clock.
To help Alania Jones.
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Always good to mention the benefits
And
because
Spanky and the gang.
yeah, where's Spanky and the gang going?
The Bunker Hill Fall Fest.
Okay.
1 to 5. Suitcase Charlie. Going to be there too from 7 to 11 at the New Sage House in Bunker Hill. Kenny, you're playing, aren't you, on Saturday up in Staunton?
Yeah, I'm playing at Staunton Fest, Street Fest,
All right.
from 6 to 10, I think. Yeah.
Staunton Street Fest. Now, there used to be a place, the Crystal Ballroom or something up in Staunton.
No, that
back
was
the
in Benell.
90s. Was that Benell down the
Yeah.
road? Yeah. I get them all confused.
Lefty
Just know they
Daytona.
had cheap women. No, I'm just kidding. They can't hear us. They can't hear something else.
Lefty Daytona will be setting the sound for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Daytona,
he's opening
nice.
up.
Okay.
Nice.
I bet he's a lefty.
I bet it is too.
And then Whiskey River 610.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's us.
Staunton
Excellent.
Street Fest. That's on like page 3 of Saturday, Big Ben.
I know. We're flipping through a lot. We're flipping through a lot of things.
Got the
here.
Soulard Blues Band going up the loading dock. You got Darian Poe, Time to Roam release party.
Ropo.
The Stagger Inn again in
Nice.
Edwardsville.
Okay.
More Cottage Chills Wrestling and also Pro Wrestling Epic. They're going to be in Sauget at Pops. Can you imagine walking in there late at night
And there's
after you've been to
wrestling
the
going
strip
on.
club?
Oh yeah.
Bodies flying over the ropes at you?
Not much different than strip club.
Ah, so normal night at Pops.
No ropes at the strip club.
I don't know which one you go to. The one I go to has some ropes.
Well, maybe in the back.
VIP room. Velvet ropes. No, I don't know.
I hope your wife's listening to this.
She's like, he went to the Peppermint Rhino again. I don't know.
Peppermint Rhino.
I don't know. How about Lickety Splits? Is that a good,
There you go.
good name for it? I'm not sure all the names of the strip clubs, but I did the day that Larry Flint opened up his Hustler Club. I did hang out with him all day, and that guy is awesome. Dude, Larry Flint is a great dude, man. Yeah, people might think he's a smut peddler, but that dude, he's an
You
awesome
remember how
guy.
he got in that wheelchair?
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
Yeah,
shot,
yeah.
right?
Got shot for putting an interracial
That's
couple
an awesome
in his,
movie.
Yeah.
yeah. And then
Woody.
Woody Harrelson, and then they had Courtney Love play a heroin addict, which she's so good
She
at.
was perfect.
Yeah,
She
I
like
wonder how.
they pigeonhole her. That's the only role they ever give her as a heroin addict, but she is really good at it. So it's almost like it's real.
I don't know why.
Wasn't she the same character in Sid and Nancy?
She's the exact same character. She's just
Right.
just a heroin addict.
Wasn't she the same character on the front of that Dead album or the back of that Dead album?
Wasn't she the same character as Kurt Cobain's wife? Oh wait a minute, that was real.
Wasn't she in Hole?
Wasn't her dad the Grateful Dead's manager?
I believe he, man. I believe he,
Yeah.
I believe for a minute there is.
Oh, they got deep roots in the music industry. That's how she got a band.
Yeah, well,
And her band was called Hole.
Yeah. That was like their 15th name she came up with. None of them bands ever got on stage. though.
here's the easy thing to look at about the.
But it was called Hole.
Yeah. They were bluegrass.
Well, it wasn't half the band; it was the whole band.
Yeah.
No, there was no W.
The band was called Hole.
Because the drummer showed up. The whole band was there.
So here's the thing.
Hole. Enough said.
Here's the thing about Hole. If you look at them, they did not.
They
did not have one good song until Kurt Cobain died, and she suddenly had an album full of good songs.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We need to talk to El Duce about that one.
Don't you wish you could? But right
Unfortunately, he got hit by a train.
right after he admitted on tape that she offered him 30 grand to kill
50.
Cobain.
It was 50.
Yeah.
And he would have took it.
If he knew it was real, that's exactly what he said. I don't know if you're familiar with what was the band, the Mentors?
Yeah.
They were this punk rock band that was
They
just
weren't even
insane.
punk rock. They were, what do they call that? They called it like sick. They had their own.
Oh, I hung out with him. I seen him live. I hung out with a guy.
Yeah, it was. Man, I'm drawing a blank on what they called that.
Her band's name was Hole.
Anyway, there's a document.
And not WHOL, like a hole. No.
like a donut hole.
Kinda.
Mr. Donut,
Like,
which
Like a
Matt
chocolate
Van Voorhis is a big
starfish,
fan
maybe.
of. Our sponsor.
So there's a documentary where this guy realizes Courtney had Kurt whacked to steal his songs, that he was getting ready to put this new album out, and she wanted him. And they go to this El Duce, the singer of the Mentors. They go to his house one morning, and they knock on his gate. And he's like, "You promised beer if you're opening the gate till there's beer." He's a crazy old guy. They get him his beer, and he
Very
comes
crazy.
in, and he's like, he says right on the camera on the documentary, he goes, "Yeah, she showed up here, offered me 50 grand to kill him. I thought she was joking, or I would have said, yeah, 50 grand is a lot of money." and he ends up getting hit by a train weeks later or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is it is one of those crazy rock and roll tales, man. And I think Courtney's dad's even on that documentary going, yeah, I think she did it. Her own dad.
Yeah. What do you expect? Her band's name was Hole. I just can't get over that. Hole.
Speaking of Hole, Ace's Bluegrass Festival is going on Sunday. Isn't Ace
in the Hole?
Right
Yeah, I got an Ace in the Hole.
That's with the Friends of Bluegrass.
Nice.
Yeah, and Big River Trio, 1 to 6 at the Legion in Edwardsville. And you know who played that one time?
Bubbles.
At a very young age, about 9 or 10, Ruby Lee.
Ruby Lee, there you go.
And she's down in Dollywood this weekend.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She
has
opened
been
up for the Harvest Drive band when
Yeah.
I played for them.
Yeah.
One time.
She's good.
Yeah,
She's great, man.
Amazing.
And
Girl
got to
can
play the
yodel,
Grand
man.
Ole Opry this summer in August.
And let's just say, like, first of all, I love Dolly Parton. I think she's awesome. But Dollywood is kind of like Dolly Parton. From her distance, it looks fun. But when you get close, you're like, I don't think I'm getting on that ride. I mean, not now. It's getting old and rusty.
It's like
I'm sorry, Dolly. I think she's great.
It's like Vegas for people with no teeth.
I'm sorry, you got too many teeth. You're gonna have to go, dude. I you know what? I do think Dolly Parton is an awesome
I
person.
do too.
Like,
Great songwriter. I mean,
yeah.
oh my gosh, she's amazing.
and you know, and Kenny Rogers too, man. He's a prophet. And yay for you must know when to hold
It's a
it.
good thing
and know when to
Lionel
shoot.
Richie wrote a lot of songs for Kenny Rogers.
We are
Easy
talking
like
with
Sunday morning.
Special Ed. That's him right there. The
That's
Black
me,
and
yeah.
Backyard Blues Band. We also got Kenny McPeak here with Climate and Whiskey River. He'll be up in Staunton on Saturday at the Staunton Fest. And we're talking about September 28th at BELK Park, the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion, where BC Homegrown going to kick it off at noon, followed by Squeezebox at 1:15. 2:30 is Downpour. Climate Band 3:45, Cabin Fever at 5, and then the Backyard Blues Band at 6:15. We haven't talked about Squeezebox.
Tim Meyer, he's a Roxana guy.
Good
Holiday
band.
Shore guys.
Okay.
Been together quite a while.
They
now.
have been.
Yeah.
Yep.
They play the Holiday Marina
Yep.
quite a bit.
They're
They do
good.
most of the Holiday Shores.
They
parties.
do.
Yeah.
Nice.
And there's a lot going on up there, and you can check it all out at cottonmouth.org. But there's like 2 or 3 bars up there that have music, maybe 4 more. And so. Also, Downpour. What about them?
That's Mitch Davis and Mark James, and I can't think of the drummer and the singer's name, but they're a brother and sister, and they were together, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, and they just got back together, trying to do a couple gigs here and there, and this is one of them.
Some bands get back together just for the Roxana rock and roll reunion. Like the reunion time. Let's get the band together.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
We're getting the band back together.
That's right.
One year I had Troop back together and Sauce back together.
And that's something.
And those 2 bands hadn't played in 15, 20 years.
There's a list of things here you don't want to forget. Cash.
Yeah. You need
Good.
cash. Everything's cash up
Right.
there. Food.
You can't swipe
T-shirts.
stuff. You're not going to be
No.
swiping
No
anything.
swiping.
No.
Back to life.
Pigment
back to
might be
reality.
swiping some things, but
Yeah.
Hole.
right.
The band's
bring-
name was Hole.
You want
Can't believe that.
to bring lawn chairs? Cooler full of fun,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rolling papers.
right? Fishing poles.
Fish poles.
Yeah.
Fish.
Part of that
You get a
cooler
line,
full of
I
fun
get a
could be BYOB,
Yep.
right?
Yep, exactly.
So I guess you can have some beers out there at the BELK Park.
Yeah, we're not serving beer, but you can bring your own alcohol.
Nice.
It's a free party.
32nd annual
Yeah.
free party.
Got Hippie Tina. I don't think I have that on the list, but she's selling tie-dye T-shirts. She's
Okay.
out there every year
Okay.
selling her
Good
tie-dye.
stuff, man. Tie-dye's good.
You can get your very own Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion shirt out
Yeah.
there, though.
Yeah.
Mike Roper does that, and he's selling smoked pretzels and frozen candy,
Nice.
Nice.
whatever whatever that is.
Is that his place then?
Sounds pretty
Specialties?
interesting.
Yeah.
Frozen
Specialties.
candy.
Smoked pretzels.
You got
I've
special.
never smoked a pretzel.
Oh, bro, you ain't smoked a pretzel?
I never could get it in the bong.
Oh, dude.
And not only does he sell Roxana Rock and Roll reunion shirts, he's going to have like Roxana high school sports stuff.
Okay.
And I think he's probably even got Wood River and Bethalto
Okay.
also. So
Roxana,
last
Roxana
year he went
shells all
home
the
to
way.
grab
Sorry.
those to bring
Sorry,
it back
I blew
because
up.
everybody was asking him for them.
Yeah. So specialties and special ed.
That's right, baby. Specialties and special ed. Come and get all you can handle.
I'll bring a box of Special K.
That'll work.
Well, bring some Special K. Might not be in a box. I
He
don't know.
might be swiping
Might
something.
be in a bowl. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So, oh. What else we got going on? Anything else happening? What's happening?
Well, you know, I
man?
kind of just skipped through everything because there's so
Oh, yeah.
much going on.
It's pages and pages of
Johnny
stuff
Cash
happening
is in
here.
town.
Johnny Cash.
Again?
The Man in Black. Yeah.
Where's Johnny?
It's not too early for a Johnny Cash tribute.
No.
No.
Yeah, you
No,
can do
not
that
at all.
one.
Is there one really in
Yeah,
town?
yeah, Wiley Theater,
Cool.
All right.
the home of the tributes.
I love the home of the tribute.
Yeah.
Have you been there for our tribute?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the tributes there. Me and Kenny went and
seen
saw the Sabbath tribute, Black Sabbath tribute. It was great.
I seen the Zappa tribute.
Nice. That'd be good.
That was very
I saw the Allman Brothers
I
tribute
just went
too.
and saw Anthology last Friday.
That was great.
Nice.
Yeah, those guys are so good.
They are. They're. I just find that hard to believe that they never made it. They said that if the plane crash would have never happened with Leonard Skinner, that Mama's Pride would have made it because Ronnie was going to produce
Yep.
him.
right.
Absolutely.
That's just sad because those guys are so freaking talented.
Oh,
We're lucky
absolutely.
enough to have Pat listen on the show and tell us all those stories for an episode
Amazing.
during the
And
shutdown.
He's got some stories, doesn't
Yeah, he
he?
does.
Yeah. And,
Great book he's got out. You
Yeah.
need to pick that up
Haven't
and read
read
it.
it.
Yep.
Got pictures of Madonna naked in it. No, it's a different book.
That's another book. That's that book she wrote called
was called Hole.
Sex.
Called
no.
Hole.
No, it was Courtney.
That's the name of a band.
I think it was Courtney's mom.
Hole. Courtney's mom.
I don't know. Rumors. You know.
So, oh man, that's too much. That's what that is. That's just too much. Okay, so the
Hey, bring a
Roxana-
toy.
Yeah,
to the Roxana
yeah,
Rock and Roll.
Bring a lawn chair. Bring a cooler full of fun. Bring some
Those
cash.
toys are
bring
important.
a toy.
Those kids need toys. For
Yeah.
Christmas.
And if you have any Hole CDs, we'd like to have those too.
Yep. Ed'll autograph it.
I'll sign it. I'm signing all the Hole CDs. The band's name was Hole.
You should do it like a whole tribute, but only on harmonica. Do
On
everything.
I should. A whole tribute all on harp. Play my Mississippi saxophone to every Hole song. That would be really wholesome.
A wholesome tribute.
A wholesome tribute to Hole.
Some hole. A wholesome tribute to some hole.
You want a good story? Look up Mel's Hole.
Mel's Hole.
If you listen, do me a favor. If you really
do it.
Google this, clean your browser afterwards, bro. I mean, you're gonna want to scrub it. You think it's
Now,
clean? It
this
ain't
is-
clean enough.
This is more of like a coast to coast story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different thing.
Definitely. It's a weird one.
what was it- what
I
was
don't
it
have
called?
time to get into it running out.
What was it called?
Mel's Hole. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Marv's hole. That's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
The one I was talking about. You don't want to go there.
don't wanna go
Pro-
there.
Well, you might. I don't know.
Uncle Mel.
It's not that one about Mel's Diner, is it?
That was Alice's. Alice doesn't live here anymore. The Chris
No,
Christopherson.
that was Alice's restaurant.
Right, but it was based. So the characters were based off the movie Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, starring Chris Christopherson. An old movie that they took and made into a TV show. Where what'd she say? Kiss my grits.
Yeah, that's what it was. Kiss my
Kiss my grits. All right, man. We are talking to Special Ed.
That's
Kenny
me.
of the Backyard Blues Band.
Yep.
See, I said
Backyard. You didn't say backwoods.
and I didn't say backyard tire fire. I
You didn't say nothing. I can't believe it.
See,
At least my band's not called Hole. God, it'd be called Rod.
the backyard hole.
The Backyard Rods.
Remember Johnny?
We were going to change the name of the band to Eddie and the Unsels.
Oh.
And we were all going to get Ed Unsel haircuts.
All right.
You know, like the Mo Howards.
Yeah.
And be
I like
Eddie and the Unsels.
I like that.
Ed loved it.
I would go for
I
that.
told him about it. He loved it.
That is the voice of Special Ed. He's going to be playing at the Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion with his band, Backyard Blues Band.
Who are all Roxana graduates, not just one or two guys. Every one of us.
How much of the band? The
All of us. The whole band.
And we got Kenny.
And they'll be
McPeak.
shutting down the whole entire Ferguson Avenue on the
September
22nd.
22nd when my band plays there for a whole bunch of food.
That's right.
That's a lot of holes.
Kenny McPeak, Staunton Fest, Saturday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With Whiskey River. You guys play Prairie Inn quite a bit.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some other places off the top. Climate Band just played down at the All 80s Mixer. You guys
Yeah.
play around quite a bit too.
Yeah. On and off.
But the big news is Sundays out of Doc Holidays. Come meet these guys and sit in with them.
There you go. What time on Sunday?
3 to 7.
3 to 7. There it is. 3 to 7.
Eat one of them steak sandwiches, right?
Oh, yeah, man. Them steak sandwiches and wings there. Woo, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That's
Literally
how-
throws a whole ribeye on a
whole?
hoagie.
A whole
A
ribeye?
whole ribeye on a hoagie.
Could you eat the whole sandwich in
I
one
did
bite?
eat the whole
in
thing.
one bite.
I've eaten a lot of whole sandwiches. I know.
All right.
Sandwich band.
She's going to eat the whole sandwich. All right. Hey, thanks, guys, for coming.
September 28th, BELK Park. Roxana Rock and Roll Reunion.
Thank you guys for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks to our sponsors, Halpin Music Company, Matt Van Boers of Macias Insurance. Thanks to everybody out there listening. Thanks to Dennis Laird for coming down and making this fabulous list every week of all the bands that are playing all over town. We didn't get a chance to mention everybody. If you want to find out more of what's going on around town this weekend, go to cottonmouth.org. But whatever you're going to do, make sure you get out and support live music and art.